Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Let me mute my phone so that it don't blast anything too loud. Alright everybody, I'm so excited to finally finish this up. I think it's gonna probably be 2 parts. I actually looked into it. For some reason, usually it's 2 endings. This time it's fucking 3. So at this point, you know, I'm gonna take my little break, take my little breather. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality. Blah. Yes. Let me move the mic a little bit. I'm not staying long today. Yes, you are. If I have to be here, so do you. Yes. And there's nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe, even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. If we can't give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck were laws created for? What good are they? If the law can't help us, then I'll go as the Yatagarasu and take care of this myself. Don't you dare. Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kind of their country, I guess. I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna lie, can't they literally just snitch on him? Like, they can't deal with him court-wise, but they could literally just put it out there that he literally did this. Like, worst comes to worst. Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Come on, everyone! We can't give up yet! Okay. For some reason, my thing is moving a lot. Hold on. Let me tighten that. Pissing me off a little bit. There we go. I want you to think about something for a sec. We've never let up for even a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find a rotten treasure hidden here. She's right! Come on, Mr. Edgeworth! You're right, Kay. Kay telling the narc she's gonna break the law. Mind you, whole room full of prosecutors and detectives. Very well. Let us reopen the investigation and see what we can find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay, then I'll go check out Babal a bit more, sir. And I have something I need to investigate further in Alabast. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Ambassador Elba seemed agitated over something. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool. Sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And murder Damask too. Run a smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills, apparently. But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin in Baval. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But it's the same story over there anyway. Babal also has extraterritorial rights. Hi! Hello, hello, hello! Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, he can't bring them to trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Hold on, I gotta move my fan a little tiny bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Fourth wall finally here. A smile on my face as I see this. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Maybe... Do we have anything? Maybe. Yeah. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press, but the necessary materials, such as the Babalese ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. See, what I'm personally confused about is the fact that the ink that they keep referencing is black. Is the money also black? Because, I don't know. It didn't look like the money was black. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place, or get rid of it all. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bills disposal. And the reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find. And the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu said it herself, that she didn't kill anyone tonight. But if we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochin was killed. Then you mean Ambassador Alba is the real killer? But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were. But what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Palino to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Alabast's Prima Duck's statue. So Mr. Cochin hired Damas too to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin? It's definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast, but Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babal, right? Right. And that is what we must solve next. I'm not gonna lie, let me move this part of my chair back a little bit. Ooh! I just cracked my back. Oh, this is so nice. Forget the stream, I'm laying back now. Everybody go lay down. We're just gonna listen to the OST. You think I can move my mic closer here and I could just lay back? Oh my gosh, life is so good. Okay. My mic's kind of far for my liking. I'm gonna try to push it a little closer. There we go. Oh my goodness. This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their boat. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I'm so scared I'm gonna fuck up my mic. I can't do it anymore. I'm missing all these streams because of award ceremonies and practices. My steak too juicy, my lobster too buttery. Suffering from success. This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. It appears to be a bouquet of Persian silaments and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species? I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Okay, but here's the thing. Juju on that beat, enough. I love Ace Attorney and I love your streams. My steak isn't buttery enough. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist. Okay, but like, nobody's making you learn about the flowers. Clearly you like the flowers just a little bit. Like, I'm not tripping. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That's what I was thinking. That one, I'm not sure. What? You don't know? As far as I can oh my gosh, what? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. That's metal. The flower! The thing in the middle! 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 Eureka! Babal's national symbol is the butterfly, and Alabast's is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Edgeworth needs to get a restraining order on Old Bag. Or literally just tell her, like, I don't fuck with you. Like, I don't know. It's really that simple. Like, it's not like he's leaning into it either, but he's like, golly, tell her don't send you flowers or some. Wait, what? The handle on this knife. Ah! Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis. In the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. The flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. Ooh. Hey, take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. I gotta reach for my water. I forgot to bring it over. Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Elba was so nervous and agitated. It must have had something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. A place where the Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babalese Mr. Cochin. It has to be here. This is neutral. Literally in the title.
Take that!
The only place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? Hi! So the only place that the both of them would have been in is here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater isn't actually Alabastian land. So that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. It makes logical sense, in which case, it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check out the immigration records for both Alabast and Babal post-haste. Babal's records should be easy to obtain. However, the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records, despite the order to vacate.
Objection!
I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Franziska. I have here the security footage from both Alabast and Babal. You would do well to take a look at its contents. You move fast. Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babal investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say we can't solve this case. I'm sorry about that earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in here that we can use. The gunshot's killing me, bro. I want to look at this one with the card in it, everything. Does something about this lump shape strike you as odd? Because if it was just the hot dogs, it would be flat. Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. Next, let us check the footage from Babal's security camera. Oh my god. Ooh. I hope it shows us something good. Phooey. There isn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything. And that right there is the contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything. Because there was nothing to miss. However, it is missing the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country. But wasn't his body found in Babal? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Yeah, he got killed before going back into Babal. Most likely in the theater. Here he go again. Yuck! He's back. See, we should have known he was evil, because that evil-ass and ugly tree that he got. Ooh. Ambassador Elba. I thought I asked for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theater sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. Dare I say that you even achieved a new high score. However, once you recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done. It's game over. No.
Objection!
Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I'm heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Elba? Ambassador Palino? Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. The already strange relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know? Ooh. Very well. If you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Palino. Mr. Edgeworth. All I wish for is the normalization of relationships between our two countries. But there is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what is it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough, because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi, and about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Whew! I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under a hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabast the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babal. That is my alibi. So this is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babal. Now that we cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only allow one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth. I will refuse to budge. I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose! Of course. That is something I understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? She needs to go home. Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Yatagarasu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on, through me! So that's why we've got to catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have at the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same.
Hold it!
It's not a hypothesis. Earlier, we proved that to be what happened. Well, let's just leave that to one side for now. Because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh? So you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want, I suppose I had one. Then why not? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you take me seriously. What? Now, I'm sorry. I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well. A game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? I'm not going to stand by and watch him get away with his crimes. In that case, what motive do I have to kill my co-conspirator? Okay. I got you. It's this.
Objection!
Yeah, dumbass. There was a note. You left him with a note in his hand. If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil. And because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess.
Objection!
I don't believe this. You have... Oh my gosh. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. Never lied before, by the way. Not in this case, at least. And if you're not, then I suppose you... Oh my gosh. Hold on. Did something bad happen to Bad, or is she just adding him? Detective Bad resigned from being a detective and was arrested because he was the third member of the Yatagarasu, because it turned out that it was him, Kei's father, Byrne Faraday, and what's it called? The quote-unquote fake Yatagarasu, who was also a part of the smuggling ring, who was Sheena, as well as, what's her name? Callisto Yu. They were all working together as defense attorney, prosecutor, and detective to use all of their, like, abilities, like all their powers in their positions to find, like, the truth and reveal it in secret as the Yatagarasu. Because some cases would just, like, get thrown out otherwise, and evil would get away. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my case forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Kochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of the Alabast Primadux statue. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him.
Objection!
Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone cannot kill. Ooh. Why does he have like 9,000 teeth? Do y'all see that when he's talking? Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you will excuse me, every time he talks, bro, look at every time he talks, he has like 9,000 teeth. Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ugh. Ambassador Alba, if you could please just give us a little bit more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of man he was. He was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babal to figure out. And something to which I have no relation to. Why is he so orange? And what gets me too is like, if these two people are supposed to have darker skin tones, why are the palms of their hands not lighter? Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Palino. I'm very sorry. It seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Palino. We must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems there is no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Ooh. Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba! Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatagarisu's legacy will live on through me! Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? No. Why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? Isn't that her dad's diary? That is a clue my father, Byrne Faraday, left for us. Did you say Byrne Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG-8 incident. The one in which he wrote about the Yatagarisu's key? Yes. This organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had. Miss Yu killed 7 years ago. Oh my god. Oh my god, let me do that one more time. Yes. This organizer belongs to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago. Blah. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it was related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. And what is that toy there? This thievery device was used by the Yaragarasu, or rather, by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy. What? These two pieces of evidence that hold information the Yaragarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabast, right behind you. Little girl, get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. Yaragarasu, ever the thorn in my side. Kay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. That it was just a bluff. Even if it was, he still can't let any of the info my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Kay. When the going gets tough, somebody's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. Here's the thing that I really love about Francisca. She's low-key kind of like a girl's girl. Like, really, truly. Especially when it comes to younger girls. Like, yes. Oh my gosh. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba! You won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all? Barring a person like me. Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Have we ever heard her, like, insulting a woman before? Like, am I just, like, slipping? Is it slipping my mind? Because it genuinely feels like she never has. Like, okay. The girl's girl ever. Ugh. Alright. But this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all your power of Ambassador Palladino's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste. The last time... Oh, is my thing not moving? Hold on. I got it. Get to work. Fix yourself before I get mad. Oh? Hold on. It's lagged. That's why. Nobody was gonna say anything, guys. What the heck? My thing isn't moving. I'm just gonna leave it be. Or, hold on. Oh, black screen. Then I'm gonna open it because it's playing in my face. That dude looks like Ra's al Ghul if he was French. French. Hold on. I always gotta scale my avatar. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. Hold on. There we go. The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabast the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. So you see, there's no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man! Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though. You've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, and you will be punished. Ooh, double punishment? So I'm assuming let's not do push, because that's too risky. So, any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. Look at that. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Look, see, I'm a genius. I didn't even need them to tell me that. Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. Blah, 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 blah. I know Mr. Cochin was killed before you returned to Babal. In which case, there is only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Untrue.
Objection!
I'd like you to... Hold on. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Okay, rhyme. Oh, it's commemorative, right, alright. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. I see you recognize it. As well you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you were to give to the Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Manny Cochin here, at the theater. Oh my gosh. My stomach did not like that. Did y'all hear that? It was like, ugh, it did not like that. It like cramped for a second too. It was dead serious. It said, don't do that shit again. What? It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
Nuh-uh-uh. We're not through yet.
Objection!
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to get him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. Ooh. No. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. Loki, somebody gotta shoot him. Whoa, who said that? Nomi, you can't do that. Who said that? I didn't say that, guys. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That's gotta be a slur. Okay, I'm sitting up now. That was so nice, being able to lay back like that. Francisca, get that old man. Whip to the neck. I'm not gonna lie. Get him. Because, like, I'm sorry. Like, at some point, they keep repeating it, and I know the character we're playing, like, will absolutely follow the law as much as he possibly can. But it's like, at the end of the day, it feels like at some point somebody gotta shoot this guy. They're sitting there like, no one can get him. It doesn't matter how much information we have. We know he did it. We have so much proof. But the second he leaves here, like, we'll never be able to get him again. Somebody shoot him. Somebody shoot him right now. He old as shit. Push him over. His hip gonna break. He's old as fuck. Like, somebody do something. Golly. Just take one for the team. I'm not gonna lie. Detective Bad needed to take one for the team. He going to jail anyways. he is going to jail anyways. Shoot that man. Like, my God. Invitation. Turn off invites for this live. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? Firing squad! That's what I'm talking about. Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Finally! Get out of my way! My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. Notice he keeps doing that pose that that one Adam Warlock skin in Marvel Rivals does. Let me, what's all that noise? It's my Tums. It's my Tums. Did y'all not hear my tummy? Did nobody hear my tummy earlier? That shit was crazy. It really went. Yeah, let me take a Tums. Tums for me. Say ah, everybody. Tums for you. Tums for you. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So Mr. Alba, notice how he's not saying Ambassador Alba anymore? Did he get him fired? Much thanks, Nomi, of course. Your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Lang Ji says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters in the Imperial House of the Kingdom of Alabast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial household? You! What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. I knew it! The second he said Mr. Alba, I was like, ooh. What? Ooh. Effective today. Effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. The video? The video of the Yatagata suit protected? You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador? In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of the detainment philosophy, Lang Ji. For thousands of years, deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. Oop, he old again. It can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Ha 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 ha. Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. No, do it now! He can handle it, trust. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba.
Objection!
No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us? So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. I'd expect no less from you, the boss of a smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Kochin in the theater. But even if that's true... But if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet... Even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet... I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it. Right? Lang kinda handsome, not gonna lie. He's very handsome. For some reason, he, like, randomly turns into the Bleach art style. And the Bleach characters got face cards. Like, truthfully, that art style is so good. I'm taking another Tums, because I usually take 2. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babal? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous.
Objection!
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba. Are you ready? That's so messy. Because this is no game. This is war. Get his ass. Okay, are you guys ready? Could you imagine there's some universe where this guy is actually innocent and he just lost his fucking job for no reason? Alternate universe where he literally is innocent and it's just someone that kind of looks like him. He was just rubbing it in. It was deserved though, absolutely. I killed Mr. Kochin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken that knife from there. Besides, Mr. Kochin's body was discovered in Babal, right? There is no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babal. You didn't have to. Maybe somebody else did. The push cart. The push cart. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender too? You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Boot this guy out of the embassy, and we can finally end everything. I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he's just another witness. Yes, just another witness. All right, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. No, they want to jump him, and I agree with them. Let's go get him. Forget the testimony. Get the bats. Get the... You know what? Not even bats. Get sticks. Oops, I accidentally unplugged my headphones. Oopsie, oopsie. Long ass cord, yet I still managed to do that. If we retrace Mr. Elbow's movements, we should find some hint to solving this case. Well, right after the Steel Samurai stage show, he went back to Alabast, right? From there, he started preparing for his speech in the Alabastian embassy. I didn't mean to skip all the way through. I know which one I wanted to choose. It does sound like it wasn't possible for him to have gone to the Babalese embassy. He couldn't have gone to Babal. But the body didn't remain at the theater either. Is it possible that the body was temporarily taken to a different location first?
Objection!
Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is this supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart.
Take that!
Well, what is the meaning of showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Cochin's body. You had the Steel Samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess! But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now, it is but a hypothesis. However, if you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Yes! Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Gummy? Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open-air stage area. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with. I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this worth anything to the case? Yes. It just might play a major role in solving this case, Detective. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabast. Where exactly in the open-air stage area did you find this pushcart? I found it just lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh? Let's leave that for now and examine the inside. Detective? Yes, sir! And when it's all nasty and bloody, yes, sir. It's blood! This must be Mr. Cochin's blood. Which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater, Then place his body inside this pushcart. And then you force the steel samurai to unwittingly move the body for you.
Objection!
I forced him to move the body into Alabast? What nonsense. Why would I bother to do such a thing?
Objection!
We still haven't also talked about that whole elevator thing earlier. Did we figure that out yet? Am I just, like, missing something? Was that evidence that we actually kept? Because I remember they talked about it earlier. They were like, oh, nobody should be in the elevator at this time. Also, this is all the same building, by the way. Like, I feel like we forget about that a lot. Like, it doesn't have to be specifically those two entrances. Maybe there's another entrance to get into Babal. Like, maybe like a turning wall or something that we don't know about yet. Anything. You were scheduled to make it a speech in Alabast, meaning that it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babal. However, what if you moved the body to Alabast? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. Then you smuggled it out of Alabast. No! If I can show how you moved the body from Alabast to Babal, then I win. But you can't! The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. Oops, I was drinking my water. I put it down on the mouse. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Alabast. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made any mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means there is no question that can't be answered, right? The Prima Duck statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with the steel samurai shaking hands. Then, just as I was about to start my speech, the Adagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. Ooh, that is not a lot to work with. Let me press all of that. Let me just press all of that, because that is not a lot to work with. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Damask II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. That was slow as fuck for no reason. Why is his hand so pale compared to his face? I do so hate to waste time. What? You. Is not every life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come now, come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like.
Hold it!
So why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest. That did happen. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. And may you feel that many more a time when you're in prison and they push your old geriatric ass over. Oh, so you tend to... Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? You did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. How old is he? Because he was hiding that shit crazy style. 72? Hi. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 50 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech. Then, just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatagarasu appeared. Question that. That Yatagarasu was just a trick that you had set up. A most amusing joke. And how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the rose garden so that when you were to take the stage, is there a chance that he pushed the cart in the, or at least the contents of the cart, in the, like, little whirlpool thing? Because aren't the places also, like, bilaterally, like, symmetrical? Meaning that, ooh, meaning that there should be, like, something on the same side. Like, their pools are probably connected, if there is even a pool on that side still. Whatever could be on that side. That's the stage area, right? Oh. What if the body... Okay, I'm trying to figure something out. What if the body was put through the whirlpool thing that they use for the fires? Like, he set this up so everyone would be in a panic. And then he took advantage of that to dump the body in the water, and it would come out the other side onto, Babal. It would also explain why he didn't catch fire when the fire was going on, too. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm thinking, I have so many thoughts in my head. The audience would see the Yatagarasu's shadow. Shower? Oh, I hope not. Oh? That is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. You... What's it gonna take for you to fess up to anything? Very well. Then, let's move on to a different question. After the Yatagarasu appeared, what was the state of the rose garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then, once everyone was inside, well... I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office.
Hold it!
And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this. However, upon my return, I had that stroke of bad luck and bumped into the Masked Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Damask too. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Prima Duck statue that he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man. Being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. She's pissed. She can't put hands on him, though. Miss Von Karma's really letting her whip fly now. I think the scariest part is her silence while she's doing it. She's pissed. Reasonably so. Reasonably so. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he is actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here? Miles Edgeworth! Can you not come up with how the body was moved to Baval? Sir. Mr. Edgeworth! Even after proving so much, how is he going to get away with it? Blah, 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 blah. Is this the end? It appears that we made it just in time. Ooh! It would be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle. Wait, this go hard as fuck. Just forget who's inside the costumes. This go hard as fuck. The baby is wet! What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Evil magistrate, it is time for you to pay. It's the Steel Samurai? No, you are mistaken. For I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. And this, Pink Princess Mommy. Edgy Poo. Like, not right now, bro. Not right now. The two people that I wanted to see the least. Larry! What are you two doing here? Way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single thrust of my samurai spear. Go away. How can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey. Is it just me, or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? What did I say? What did I say? Oh, yeah. I found him in Babal. He was in the middle of the pool. Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you had just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that we made it not that far back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babal? And he found it in a pool? I don't recall there being one in Babal. Oh, that! Well, I was in Alabast the whole time. So I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babal. Though I had lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden? Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. But I found him in... That's enough, Larry! The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the two countries. The key to the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. I told you. I told you. Ah, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. There's a location I wish for you to examine post haste. It's where I believe the route was used to smuggle Mr. Cochin's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we would need to examine. Over here.
Take that!
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. It's too late. It doesn't matter now what you do. It's all a waste of time. You will stay here with us and wait. He's really fucking tall for an old-ass man. He's bigger than Lang. And this is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth! It's here, sir! They just made a stage on top of the pool. Still having part of the pool open, though. Just as I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other. Which means that there's also a pool at the corresponding location on the Babalese side. Mr. Cochin's body was moved into Babal through the pool in Alabast.
Objection!
Whew. Oh, hi, Nori. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like this is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof, if you have any. Duh. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool. It was the Babalese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. Can they not have someone go dive under with like a little oxygen tank to be safe? Just to see? I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. Yes, sir. The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected. Blah.
Objection!
And where is your proof that the two sides are connected?
Objection!
And the proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. This blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back! Hey. Don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. We did. Thanks to this hero of justice's doll. I miss so much. What is Pinocchio's dad doing here? That's ex-ambassador Alba, who is also the ringleader for the smuggling ring we've been going after all game. Even if he is just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed through to Babal. This guy's a doll. He's small. So I can believe it made it, but this is not the time to question this. But whatever. He has a point. Heh. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Lord. Oh no, but there was also the fires. There was also the fires. And what happens when there's a fire is that the water reservoirs get used. That's why the water was filling in the pool earlier, meaning that the water went down, giving him a chance to have probably slipped through that specific section into the other pool. Why is he helping Mr. Alba out now? He's not. He realized the flaw in my argument and is helping move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing. Mr. Cochin's body was found in his office in Babal. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage? Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babal, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right! Miss Sheena would have drowned if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage, because the fires were probably caused by him too, mind you. I want to add that. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the time Miss Sheena was in Babal? Oh, if only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Get rid of the water? Aha! That's it! Now I believe this time we really are done, right?
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alva. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the bodies to be moved. The fire, the fire, the fire, the fire.
Take that!
Tonight, the Aragarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Babalese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border. So what? The water level went down. The reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be oh my god. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical, game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that you would notice. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know those pools are extremely deep. And there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down in the pool at will. The fountains filling it up. Oh, it looks like you've got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Miss Sheena had the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so that the body and Miss Sheena could move up and down the pool. Yes, sir.
Take that!
Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts. In a matter of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? How so? The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Miss Sheena and the body were lifted upward by their buoyancy in the water. The fire on the Babyliss side, and the firefighting effort. These were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. I shall show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads. Shall I show you where my final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance, in preparation of things to come. Then he took the pushcart that was brought into the rose garden, and pushed it along with the iron infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. At this time, Miss Sheena was busy conveniently starting the fire in Babal. She then made for the open-air stage's pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabast into Babal. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. And the water level rose up to its original level, along with Miss Sheena and the body. After that, Miss Sheena used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There is an elevator in the embassy after all. What did I say? I mentioned it earlier. I was like, we don't have any evidence for it or anything. But, like, it was weird that they mentioned that. Like, no, the elevator was used! I'm leaning back again. Let's fix myself. I'm fixing myself again. Hello, hello, hello. Bring the mic back up again. Hi, hello. Bring my water a little bit closer. There we go. Man, life is so good. I got my full setup. There's an elevator in the embassy, after all. So you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Cochin's body. And that wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. No! Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth! Way to fight back!
Objection!
You accuse me of moving the body across country lines. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does the old man want now? Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who's to say whether or not any of what you said really happened? He wants proof? What are we gonna do, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove what the pools were that the pools were used. This is what. Oh my god. Okay. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were the smuggling route. I don't know what the fuck was going on. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babal's open-air stage area. The pick.
Take that!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found in the Babalese side will be your undoing. I'm moving my fan. Just a little bit. Here we go. Move this as well. There we go. Okay. A guitar pick? Would you care to explain how that is going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps. This is not a guitar pick. What? This is something I found at the open-air stage, which was transported with the body. Naturally, I assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't, it's a part of the knife! It's the missing pedal!
Take that!
Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin. Yes! On the handle of this knife, there is a beautifully blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. Now, let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick in that open slot. It's a perfect fit! I assume that the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. And then, he was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Cochin's body.
Objection!
That is an interesting story. Nothing more.
Objection!
Oh, I assure you, it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes. And the only place it could have gotten wet is from the open-air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did a part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theater wind up in the open-air stage area on the Babalee side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this petal explains it for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Garden's pool and threw into Babal. Impossible! The people of Zhangfa have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. Tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning, when you took your first life. No matter how you may plot, or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see that justice is served to people like you.
Objection!
You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. Hi. Okay. You know, I don't think this guy is going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. Because he values himself above all else. What the fuck? He values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit that they've lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist, because everyone breaks eventually. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. Ooh. I'm gonna drink my water. I'll use it until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. Lord. This really will be the end of the line. Golly! This better be one testimony, I'm not gonna lie. A testimony and a half at most. Because this is ridiculous. Like, this is, like, stupidly long. I'm sorry. We got him. Okay. I'm gonna finish it in one go. But, give me a break real quick. I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. You guys get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, whatever you gotta do. I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Hi. I forgot something. It's okay. I filled something up to fill my water up. Takes too much energy to get my whole thing set up. Make my whole water bottle, because my water bottle's huge. So I filled something else up that's a little smaller, but basically fills up my water bottle. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Nami, what are we ready for? Well, you see, I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. A little bit of ASMR. Hold on, I got you. Hold on, I got you. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's cold. Nomi ASMR channel when? Oh my gosh, what do you mean? This is my ASMR channel. I filled it up a little too much. There we go. Okay, let's continue. I'm so happy I remembered my chair can recline. I genuinely was sitting there, like, I felt like that scene in The Incredibles when he's like hunched over at his desk. Like, free me. There we go. Me making piss? Ugh. So relatable, so true. Mr. Elba, I request that you testify once more. As if there's anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Elba who murdered Mr. Kochang. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that I suppose. Well, I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. Whatever that means. The chat's glitching, so now I have to fix it. There we go. His teeth. I said that earlier! Nobody acknowledged it. I said he has like 9,000 teeth when he's like talking. So you were there. You were in the theater proper. Watching the Steel Samurai show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. You're not the one who was cool! It was the Steel Samurai who was cool. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy! Who is she? Who is this super cute girl? $25. 17. That's strike 3, Larry. We're taking your testicles off. Because you had 3 chances to be a decent human being. 3 times you have failed this test. We're taking your testicles. This is too many times. I'm over it. Tear him off. Yes, sir. I pray that he just doesn't know. She definitely looks very young. She's very short. She looks very young. She probably sounds very young, too. He's done this so many times. He did this with Pearl. Wasn't Pearl, like, fucking a little-ass kid, too, at the time? Wasn't it before Teenage Pearl that he did this, too? Like, she was young as fuck. Hey, Edgy. Who is she? Who's this super cute girl? She's been standing here this whole time and only now he notices her? Her name is Kay Faraday. She's helping me in my investigation. Also, you're too fucking old for her. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier. But better late than never. Yes, okay. I'm Larry Butts. Silence in the peanut gallery. Whip him again. Whip him again. In the nuts, please. There's no time for such trivialities. At a time like this. Ooh. Kay, don't talk to him, right? Kay, don't speak to him. We don't talk to strangers. Mr. Prosecutor. This is the car outside? Somebody car always farted and butt blasted in my fucking parking lot, bro. Fuck. Somebody loud old ass car every fucking day. I don't think it's the same person either. They're all slightly different. Mr. Prosecutor. This is the final... Yes, I'm going right back to reading after saying that. This is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Well, you should have been giving me that, but whatever. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh, he wants him so bad. I'll leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Bye. Have no fear. I will finish the job. This really is the endgame. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. I've seen art of them float around, and you didn't send them to me? That felt like a confession is killing me, because he's called him Pretty Boy at least twice now. He been talking. He been yapping. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that enough proof for you? Okay, tell me everything! You don't understand that grind I'm on. You don't understand the samurai grind that I'm on. The Steel Samurai grind? I'm the #1 Steel Samurai fan. Okay? I'm also the oldest. I know it ain't you. I know your ass is lying. You're a LARPer. You're a fraud. You're a poser. Let's bring it back to the classics. You're a poser. You will never be the ultimate Steel Samurai fan. Not like me, Miles Edgeworth. Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. He's like, okay, fucking weirdo. That's nice. Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. Shut up, Larry. You be talking to kids. Too much, too. Multiple times. Larry, go home. You think he has one? Go to your girlfriend's house. Let's be so serious. Whatever poor woman you're tormenting. You bum. But didn't you? I like that we're all just hating on him now. I can't even read him. And didn't you think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will forever. That scene will live on in my heart forever. No, it isn't. His shit was fucked up, so he had to do something else. I remember. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear. But the Samurai Spear was bent. Walk with me, chat. Walk with me, chat. The Steel Samurai Spear was bent because Larry's dumb, stupid ass earlier broke it. He bent it. Right? Right? So he didn't use that during the actual act. I remember he said he didn't use that because his shit was fucked up. Because he bent it, Larry couldn't do the early summer rain jab. Special attack. Look at that. Look at you posing. For no damn reason. Arrest Larry with the ex-ambassador. I need ex-ambassador Alba arrested. I need Larry Butts arrested. And I need James Charles thrown in that cell with him. Tom King too. Why not? Tom Taylor on probation. He didn't really do anything. His writing ass. I'm sorry, that pissed me off. I'm thinking about him too now. And anytime I hear Tom King, I think of Tom. Ooh, they all gotta go. On Tom King's soul, we're losing this case, right, guys? The hockey stick? Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you were correct. But if you could, please elaborate on this point for me. There's no way. We have to be able to present the spear on this, right?
Objection!
The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer?
Objection!
You little irritating gnat. Ooh! Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The samurai spear? What about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me? Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof-off of a young man with an abundance of useless hot bloodness. He didn't get a word of that, dumb fuck. Having said that, that useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight? It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. Correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Quercus Alba, you didn't even watch a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? I know that's right, you old fossil senile fucking bitch! You nasty old dinosaur bitch! I'm sick of you! Old ass coot. I knew it. He's made of wood. Enough. He is not Pinocchio. Pinocchio would never, first of all. Aha. So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Kochin instead. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now! What is so funny? You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show, or most of it in any case. Go jump him. I don't care about the law no more. Go jump him, bro. Cause what are they gonna do? We have just as many people behind us as they do. He's not even an ambassador anymore, so it's not like they're gonna come to defend him. They're just gonna be like, damn. They're gonna be like, damn, no fighting in here, guys. You have to get out. Like, okay, we'll beat his ass on the street, too. Fuck. They're gonna be get your man on him. They're gonna be like, yes, Shifu, and they're gonna whip his fucking ass. I still insist that I watch the show, or most of it in any case. What do you mean by most of it? Ah, you see. During the show, I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. Brother, we don't believe that. You old as shit. You wearing diapers. Don't lie to us. Don't make me pants you right now, sir. It's gonna be embarrassing. We know you got one of them old Pampers adult diapers on. Come on now. I assumed that was when that dramatic scene was played out on stage. Okay, but he just lied about being there for the end of the show. That is like something to question, isn't it? Like that's something to question him on. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal. Just because he got the name of the move wrong. He can't really use that as proof he didn't watch the show at all. No, it's his assumption that he even saw the move at all. He was just lying. Like, no matter how you look at it, he was lying. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest. As a Steel Samurai fan? For someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show. Yeah, bro. A real Steel Samurai fan would have pissed his pants right there. Who's with me, chat? Right? Would have just soiled his pants right there. I know that's right, Miles. Miles said, that's what I did. A real fan would see it to the a real fan would see it to the end. Edgeworth, my lord. He said, what do you think that smell's been all night? You have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever! You have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever! I'm still laughing. Someone did not fuck with that joke. Somebody just straight up left. They said yuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have done that in the Hail Mary movie. IBS me did. What would Edgeworth do? Who was that just now? It would be I, young lady. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Edgy, please, hold on for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Semantic. What exactly is a Steel Semantic, pal? I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac. Samaniac is what it said. Oh, my bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah! Sorry, I'm trying to get back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one. Because I'm the Steel Samurai. I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai! What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? It appears the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well as he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and young at heart. sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose. Wooden nose? Couldn't run any thicker. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need to hear is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Manny Cochin. I've been telling y'all. You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai. But what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry! Wait, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah. The stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab! That's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I had already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. Why is there not why is there not multiple spears? Like, thank God in the case of, like, getting this guy arrested, but, like, side-eyeing for the whole point of, like, isn't this, like, a professional production? Like, what's going on? All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. Such a big event, like, bro, don't forget, this is literally at an embassy, too. Like, this is important. Meeting ambassadors for 2 countries. They hired Larry and Oldback to be actors. This cannot be high budget. It seems like Larry's good in character. It's when he starts being himself, which is nothing new. He sucks. He's terrible. So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake. It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. It is, technically. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move.
Objection!
Hold those lips of yours still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it is all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and pointless. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much like a kid's show.
Objection!
Oh? Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you! I suspect you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. Huh. So now you're trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this one, Quirkus Alba. You were the one who said it yourself. The name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Quirkus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. You saw it? Ow. Ow. It was you saw it. You asked about it, you thought it up? Yeah, it was just... He actually made it up himself. That was his own thoughts. You knew the name because you saw it! You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard! The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. So that means that Mr. Elba was in there at some point, right? Well, what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. Gumshoe, please shut up. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochin's murder, the pushcart, right? Right?
Take that!
The pushcart was used to move the body, was right there in the dressing room. Yes, sir. During the show, the pushcart waited its turn to be pushed onto stage. Pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there, along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, it went into Alabast along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed that body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. No, but wait! What if... And this is just a what if. What if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Why does it feel like Kay's hair is getting taller? Perchance, why not? Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then, too. Hurry up, don't anger me. Correct. Thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Cochin. Quercus Salva. During the show, you went down into the dressing room. And I want to know why. Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest now, pal! You got that? Arrest! Not so fast. What is it now? I don't deserve a chance to explain myself. Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. Oh my god. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. I'm so tired, everyone. I'm so tired of this. He just goes, nuh-uh. Like, there's so much evidence pointed towards him. Even if we don't have a closer, we still have so much for him specifically. No other suspect has this much evidence. At all. At all. Let's turn off the game. Let's go to hell. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk. Still trying to get out of this? Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him? I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. Another investigation? God, I'm fainting in my chair. I just flopped back in my chair. It's so much. It's so much. They've arrested people for less. In this game alone, they've arrested people for less. They've arrested people for standing too close to where the body ended up being revealed to be hidden. They've arrested people for literally just existing a little too close to the crime scene. I'm laying back again. You know what time it is, chat. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Ooh, and what if we use Little Thief? Little Thief? Ooh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even earn something from recreation. Learn something from recreation, whatever. Whatever. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie, how could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. Do you think they all kiss? Like, golly, the way that they glaze each other. And they found nothing? There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's that they found nothing. And that's it. Wait, you still haven't explained why I'm even here. Explain to me my job and duty here, or lose! You think you caught me? Explain why my mother and father decided to conceive me on March 31st, 2005. And if you can't explain every last detail on how they met, fell in love, and decided to have children, you will lose the game. Oh, okay. Like, okay, let me get to fucking work. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find. And if there's no info to feed into the Little Thief, then I can't do much to help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. The fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us? It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me, because of you people, I missed my flight. Like, he gotta be a little racist, right? Because why does he keep saying that? Like, golly. God forbid we stop you, because you know you committed a damn crime. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Ooh. Who is it this time? Okay, with the torpedo titties. Hold it right there, you whippersnappers. First Larian, now you? See, how is the most useless people in the game coming in clutch at the last second? This is crazy. What is with the scary mobster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. I've been meaning to say this, but all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? Ooh. The writers really said, I want more windbag. Windbag killing me, bruh. Don't give it a ship name. But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing? From you? It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know. My special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? Is this? It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes! Oh, Edgy Poo! Here, go on and eat one and you'll feel right as rain. Oh, we through here. Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo! Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I fed you. If you were nice and full one day... Oh my god. Everybody pissed in the house, reasonably so. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her? Mr. Edgeworth, tell her to shut up! There's no power on earth that can force that woman into silence. I'm so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But when I ate one, it tasted just like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. You know where you can get a really good hot dog? New York City. That shit is the best hot dog I've ever had in my fucking life. Just off the street, a plain one even. Just a plain hot dog even. It doesn't matter. I don't know what kind of chemicals y'all putting in the food, what kind of poison is in the food, but that shit tasted good as fuck. Like, probably the best hot dog I've ever eaten in my entire fucking life. Genuinely. Genuinely, just off the streets. Just off the streets, a random vendor. And it was like $2. Holy shit. Wait, a special box with a Hinomaru-like fan on it? I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. The back of my legs itch, but I'm sitting down. If we can't afford healthcare, well, like, it won't matter. Now I'm hungry. Me too. Me too. There's some soup waiting for me after I'm done with my stream. However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. What's it called? Yeah, after this stream, me and my partner, we're gonna watch Mr. Robot. And I know that my partner is here because I can see you in the chat, because it shows me some of the members that have been here. And I can see you, so you know. Is it possible? Could it be? After the show, samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there was no such thing as a Hinomaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does. The rays from this red sun may be just what we needed to point us in the right direction. This case was so cool up until this bullshit. No, they just keep doing it. Like, it just keeps going and going. And I know it's supposed to be, like, the last main story trial. Like, I'm sure they're gonna have the bonus one, of course, but this is obviously the last one for the main plot line. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the hot dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kochin at this theater, then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then, you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. Didn't she say that she found, like, a pile of them or some shit? Or am I thinking of something else? It's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be. Once we've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Finally, think, brain blast. They took them out, and then she grabbed them, is what I'm assuming. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor, were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with the Hinamaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Ew. Wendy Oldbag. Oh my gosh, their ship name should be Wendyworth. Wendyworth or Edgebag. Oh my gosh, Mendy. Don't thank her for anything. I thank you. What you have given me is truly something very special. Edgy poo! Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Elba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Kochin in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Have you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and that is what will put you away for good. Get him! Ha, you're bluffing. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away? The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. It's a little drop of blood. I have to assume it's blood, right? This box of samurai dogs with a Hinamaru fan on it. This should have never existed. I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this box analyzed post-haste. I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey, you! Get this down to the lab, pronto! But why was there blood on that box to begin with? We think about the flow of crime. I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Oh, yeah. You have great memory, Edgy. You mentioned it like 10 seconds ago. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in it. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto the box. But when my men investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there, because embassy staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them. Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. Blah, 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 blah. What a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal. I received it from myself. Quercus Alba. I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry to rain on your little love fest. However, how can he be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what? So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? He's such a loser! I'm sick of him, bro. Like, it's so much. I'm not tripping, right? Like, it's so much. It's so much. The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. And? You say that like it means something. If you're the main suspect, then we can arrest you. Like, I don't know, I get that the whole point is like, oh, it's like a court case outside of, like, an actual courtroom. Like, it's the investigations part. It's really cool to see Miles out in the open. But I feel like this doesn't work when they refuse to acknowledge that, yeah, they absolutely could arrest him right now and take him to actual court, because he still will have a court case regardless of this. Like, it's too much. You know what I mean? He's still gonna have a court case after this. I don't get it. And you say it like it means something. Huh? My leg is so fucking itchy. Excuse me, sirs. Report! What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. With this, Quercus Alba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question? His hair's dark here, by the way. I swear, usually Miles's hair is more of a gray color. Like, meant to be, like, almost black, but, like, much lighter at the same time. He has no immunity once that dropped. He should have been in handcuffs. I'm saying he's no longer an ambassador. It turns out that there was a murder done, and it was in the middle, like, of, like, American soil. In this case, it would be considered American soil. So it's like, he's a clear suspect of doing it. Why can we not arrest him yet? I feel like I'm missing something. The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was in that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it? That's... We already proved that he would have had to look at that board to know the name. He has a very good point. No, he doesn't. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then this evidence, it's meaningless? It can't be. We were so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing. Ugh. There's nothing he can fucking think of, seriously? Now, if you'll excuse me, Ooh. Mog time. Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. Well, you have no power, so nobody gaff. It wasn't me, pal. And it wasn't me this time, either. It wasn't me, either. Who the fuck? I guess it's somebody who isn't in the room. It was me! Whoa. Why did you... Oh, because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more. What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir! That blood I mentioned. It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. Is this how he got his neck injury? What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell's is it? I don't know, sir! All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Neither do I. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proved something to be true, all right. Namely, my words. In which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood that got onto that box long before it Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a nosebleed? What then? They wouldn't have released them at all then. I guess that's possible. Damn it! Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Quicker, Selba. You bastard! Ooh. Silence. Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you. And you have your answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday, I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Ooh. Oh! You're not helping it, buddy. Well, just arrest him for suspicion, right? Is this really the extent of all we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Test his fucking blood before I get mad, bro! Just test his blood! Are we asking too much? Am I assuming too much of the police? Are they, like, actually, like, truly this stupid? Test his blood. Check to see if it is his blood. Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim. The killer! Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who's been backed into one. My fault. In a situation like this, what would that man do? That man? What would he, who can turn any desperate situation around, do? Turn it around? Smirks? Maybe if the game wasn't freaking lagging like a motherfucker. Oh my gosh. That's it. Must turn my way of thinking around. Yeah, he's thinking of who we know. He's thinking of who we think he's thinking of. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get into the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood can get onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. There's only one person that could be. Duh! Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage. And will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows. Unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Is this not him straight up admitting to multiple police officers that he straight up is the ringleader? Am I tripping? Is this not him at least admitting that he works in the smuggling ring? Right now. Whatever. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me. Not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. Objection! Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. Let this motherfucker have been a defendant for fucking, Phoenix. If he said even a quarter of the shit he's been saying, they would have got his ass. His ass would have been done. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Old. Wretched. Senile. Geriatric. Pitiful? How so? Quercus Alba! Your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who was trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect way to describe you. Ha! Mere words. What do you mean by his wings were clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey, hey! Earther, Mr. Prosecutor! Care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. I hate when they make other prosecutors dumbasses sometimes, because, like, why would Franziska not be understanding this? Franziska is a genuinely worthy opponent, and they treat her like a dumbass, in, like, whenever it's somebody else that's supposed to be smart at the moment. Like, golly. Miss Von Karma. I believe that this is exactly why it's very important to the case. Because even with Miles, like, if Miles realizes, like, if we're putting in a situation where we're trying to figure something out, and Miles catches on, he literally locks the fuck in immediately. Like, he immediately catches on, and then locks the fuck in to side with us when we're playing as Phoenix. So it's like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you are already aware of what I mean. Then, you know who the blood belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. His picture is crazy from the front.
Take that!
The blood of the Red Sen dog on this box belongs to you, Quercus Alba. What? Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. Blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. The years have not been kind to him. Thank God. That's what you get for being evil. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it could belong to. Yes. And that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed. It was stir. Why would Mr. Elba have been the one who was bleeding? What if during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back? You mean before Mr. Elba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Elba? Yes. And I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. It's the wound that we got.
Take that!
Mr. Elba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when Damask 2 attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way before he was in the dressing room. But is that really what happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as a fact. Shall we try and test Mr. Alba? See if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. I am the mastermind of my fear. I am the master of my fear. Mastermind. I got the mind of a master. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You really have overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that it was caused here, in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Hi, Sheber. Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. Watch him go, he's about to be like, well, if it wasn't the scissors, then what was the weapon? My wound is a stab wound, and that one could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from. Uh-huh. This theater was packed with security guards. The key. Remember he had the key on him? It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabastrian knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. But as long as you can't prove that, what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you'd better hurry and tell me now. With pleasure. I'm sitting up again. Let's lock in. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theater.
Take that!
Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu key. That key? That's the key my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. Grow! You couldn't dispose of that knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Cadopian paper. Signed by Mr. Cochin. Okay. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, he made it so that the police were the ones who opened the office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Quickisalba? And that is what some may call a coup de grace. One second. Impossible. You can't take me down! Swine. All of you! Especially Manny Cochin. Fuck that guy! This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all of my crimes. That's why I sent out the Yatakarasu's card, and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors! Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. This country's, or Alabast, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Edgeworth! Golly! Wow! This isn't Scooby-Doo, buddy. Whew. This is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today, and we gonna get your ass again. Belt to ass again, buddy. belt to ass again. What are you gonna say? And next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. The fact that he chose to go against us first is crazy, because, like, we really gonna, like, just, his life is over. His life is over. Francisca is heading that one. His life is over! Like, oh my god. The evil spirit leaving him so he returns to his true age. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at that. Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. Please help this man. You know, I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Cammy Meal was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. To ring in their favor. Go you airlines, and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. They should kiss. What is it, detective? Oh, nothing. It's just... Well, to come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG-8 incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KG-8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Kochen. 7 years ago, the killer from the second KG-8 incident was Mackerel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. I will expose it all at the trials today. You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU indeed, man. Perhaps now, these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Palleino. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait, actually I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Codopia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Palleino has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. Blah. He's been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Codopia. My goodness. But what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. Hey, wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Edgeworth, please, let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? Hey! You gotta be more alert than that! Ugh. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit.
I totally didn't notice you or realize that voice was you.
Lang Ji says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Here he come to say some bullshit in my ear again. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in a courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss. Well, yes, the last time you were here, you called me slurs during a drive-by. I ain't forget that. Not literal slurs, but close enough. Watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that is something else. I want to see you in action in court. Oh. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flushed out all of the counterfeit bills, so Zhengfa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just wanted to say thanks. Wow! I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. Shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way. And it's not about to change. You got it? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah. And if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm going to get that person no matter what. Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I will see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. One second. Oh my gosh. I prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. I hope you've got enough. I hope you've got enough, because I'm going to call my men up as well. A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. It's the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of truth. I didn't even get a chance to read the first one. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants. And to that end, you have no choice but to win. That creed was forced to me since I would... However, I no longer think that we as prosecutors are, and that is because... Oh my god! Wait! Fuck! My god! What the hell? Jesus! Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I set foot in one. And today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rise. Golly! Yeah! We did it! We did it, chat! We did it! I am really in Mr. Edgeworth's debt for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet, and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go You Jumbo Jets. Just think, someday you'll be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Okay, but that sounds fire. Pink walls, yellow seats? Hold on. I don't care about him. May he have died from that impact, but he didn't. Edgeworth! Ah, that rudeness of a rude man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. But more importantly, received most fantastic, the prima doc statue of the Principality of Codopia. It weighs a bit light in my hands, but the Ambassador Palliano was most generous. That's crazy! He gave him the fake one. What the hell is he wearing? I don't know, bro. Dripless. We finally caught Agent Hicks' killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cadopian courts await. Codopio's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip could find new vigor there. Ooh. This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir. Oh, I thought I was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I had dropped my police badge, too. I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the card house and file a complaint with Ruffles Man. His life is over, bro. He's depressed. That's crazy. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. That shit is going by so fast. I don't know how I'm reading any of it, I'm not gonna lie. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon. But that's really okay. The only prison I am forever trapped in is the cage of love. The guard down at the detention center. Well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes. Just like that prosecutor. Ah, stop it, Lauren! When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? Mod. It appears there are all sorts of drama that take place outside the courtroom. Since we judges are here day in and day out, I've only heard a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with the bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. You're not smart enough for that, Baldy. All the old people in this game get on my nerves, bro. Bad, too. I barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth helping us out, huh? Yeah, because I lost the key. I got fired from my security job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. You still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. My birthday is in 4 days. Happy soon-to-be birthday. Happy early birthday. Why not come to Codopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty.
Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Oh, so you think it's funny? Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires of its own. Then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be attraction entitled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to enlist Case help in creating our latest attraction. Oh. Naomi, do you agree Edgeworth is an Omega? Stop trying to bring me in these conversations. You're sick. I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. Thank God, freed. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu? We're planning to go to Paris soon, and... Okay. We're going to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They sell like hotcakes. Hot dogs. A blue hot dog and a blue bun. I guarantee it'll turn your tongue. Okay. I know I'm not really the type to work a lot. Or at all, really, but... Oh, so I noticed that I haven't really seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, next time we meet, I'm gonna give it... Okay. Don't care. He's talking about Phoenix. Detective Bad? I gave testimony in court today. As a member of the Yatagarasu. Yo, Mr. Bad. You look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring have begun moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed. Over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring. Li Zhang says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and escapes this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet! Oh, youth. When did I become so old? I wonder. I begun noticing gray hairs in my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring my mirror. Your whole head gray, buddy. I don't know if you know that. The whole top of your head is gray. Just a dark gray. Talk about busy. But it's alright, because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy-Poo. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. Then some grubby, fuzzy, pink animal. Oh, okay. I wonder how much shit we're missing when she does shit like that. Whew. I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess is top-notch, sir. Yeah, nothing beat that look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Lang. When are we getting that game? So what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know! Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you still trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. Whew. What a relief. Kay. Yes? Even after that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course! Get out of the fucking... Oh my god, get out of his office. Just saying that shit in front of him is killing me, bruh.
But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Herigarasu. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own.
A 3-person team?
A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible. Oh my god, we gonna get the Maya and do I want to say Emma lineup? Roughly Emma. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yaragarasu isn't needed.
Never gonna happen, girl, but, you know, good luck. Let's both strive for such a future.
Well, I guess it's time for me to get going.
I see. Okay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger.
Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll make sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in.
If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came through the building's front door. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken forever.
Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture. Just the 3 of us.
Yeah, a commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No.
Hey! Why not?
Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, Detective.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that.
Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese.
And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. Blah. But there was little time to rest and relax, for I am eager to tackle the investigation onto a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth, and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed.
Aww, so cute! So cute!
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's check out the gallery real quick. And then... oh my goodness. We finished the photo album here. Huh, we did everything. We got everything. We have to have that picture, right? This was crazy. We have to have that picture of them together, though, right? Yeah! Oh! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So obviously we have nothing in there yet. The animation goes crazy though. I can't lie to y'all. Baddie. Yeah, he was tripping for this. Like, damn. I'm not gonna lie, the Steel Samurai kind of looked good. Then it was revealed that it was fucking Larry. Like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yuck! Alright, that's all of that. Oh, there's still some that I missed. There we go. Nice. I didn't get everything though. What was I missing? I don't even know what this is talking about. Okay, whatever. It's fine, it's fine. I don't need 100% the game. Right? It doesn't even feel like we have time to do some of this stuff. It feels like I look at everything, so I don't understand how I miss so much shit. Alright, everyone. That's gonna be all for tonight. We're finally done with the first game, but I want y'all to realize something. There's another one! I'm not starting tonight. We're not doing that today. But there is another one. So keep that in mind for next time I get on stream. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.